emergency department, your blood pressure was really high, 190 over 110. Have you ever had high blood pressure before that you know of?
Not prior to that, no.
Okay. What initially took you to the emergency department that day?
Horrible pain in my chest.
Okay, right in the middle here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how would you have rated that pain?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, okay. Did you have shortness of breath, any nausea, vomiting?
Probably all the above.
Okay. So then it looks like you had, in your chart here, it says some irregularities with your EKG, so they just went ahead and took you off and placed that stent. So how are you feeling today? Any shortness of breath today?
As we speak, I feel fine.
Okay. Any symptoms at all? Anything that you've noticed since your surgery?
No, I'm alright other than my feet.
Okay, what's going on with your feet?
I've been having a lot of swelling and just kind of abnormal non-sensation.
Okay. And that's just been since your surgery?
Correct.
Okay. Have you noticed any significant weight gain with that?
That would be all, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And do they hurt kind of when they touch? They look pretty tight here.
Yeah, I don't really feel as much as I normally did.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to kind of check you over from head to toe here, and then we'll talk about some of this stuff, okay? Now, are you taking your medicines right now as you're supposed to, that you were discharged with?
Yes,
You haven't ran out, you haven't stopped?
No.
Okay.
With that.
Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to have you take off your cap. Okay, you can go ahead and just sit. You're
Okay,
fine.
thank you.
Get some hand sanitizer here. Just a moment. So any lumps, bumps, bruises, anywhere in your head here
No,
hurt? Okay. Or hurting back in here?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. How about across your face here? Any tenderness?
No, abnormal pressure, no.
Okay. I'm gonna have you look at my finger. Just follow the finger. No vision changes that you noticed recently? I'm gonna shine this light on your eyes for a second, okay? Now just look straight ahead. Oops. I'm just gonna peek in your ears here. Stay here. Right there. Just gonna look up the nose. Oh, nose first. Okay, and then go ahead and open up and say, ah. All right, everything looks good. Any pain down here anywhere? Okay, how about down this way? All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and just listen to you for a minute here.
Deep breaths.
Not yet, I'm just going to listen to your heart for a minute. I'm going to have you sit forward. I'm just going to listen to your lungs. Big deep breath. Good. Okay, sit back. I'm just going to listen to your belly here. Bowel sounds sound a little active. Do you have normal bowel movements?
No, it's been a little different lately. I feel like I've either been constipated or sometimes I have diarrhea.
Okay, kind of goes that way for you. Okay. But fluid intake, are you drinking enough? Are you drinking more than normal?
No, I try to drink the same amount of water as I
Okay.
do this. But
Okay. I think, whatever's going on here with your heart, sometimes that fluid can back up in your legs. So have you noticed if you're going to the bathroom as in urinating as often?
Well, that seems to be pretty normal
Okay.
nowadays.
Okay. I'm just going to feel your pulses here. Nice strong pulses. Can you squeeze my fingers for me? That's perfect. have you try to push up on my hands. Perfect. And then I want you to push down on my hands. Good. Good. Now hold your arms out next to you here. And push up. Good. Push down. Good. Alright, so now I want to look at these legs here. See. Go ahead and just pull down. Just feel the pulses here. Pulses are a little bit weaker in your feet. Definitely with all that swelling. Can you feel me touching your toes?
Yeah, it feels like with the amount of pressure, I should probably feel more, but I
Okay.
can tell that you're touching it.
Okay, yeah, they're definitely swollen. Let's see how you do walking. Can you stand up for me for a moment? Okay, I'll have you walk that way. Looks like you're kind of having a tough time walking. Okay, have you fallen at all or felt close to falling?
Yeah, sometimes it just
Get close to it?
yeah.
Okay, but you haven't actually fallen? Okay. Well, let's have you come back and sit down for you. Alright, so do you know, these probably sound like silly questions, but do you know what day it is?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you tell me?
I believe it's Sunday night,
Okay, alright. Do you know what month we're in?
September.
Okay, do you know your name?
My name is Robert James.
Okay, Mr. James. And do you know who is president right now?
Yes, I believe his name is Donald Trump.
Okay, all right, so that sounds good. Can you spell the word world backwards? I don't know.
DLROW.
Great, okay, great. So I think now, looking down at your chart here, we're going to talk a little bit about your social history. So you said you had never had any high blood pressure before that you know of.
Correct.
Now, did anybody in your family, did you say, I'm sorry, I don't know about that.
Yes, my father died actually of a heart attack.
Okay.
In his mid-40s.
Okay, okay. Wow, yeah. How about anybody else in your family?
No, I mean, I have a younger brother that's almost 40 and he's fine, so.
Okay, okay, so it sounds like you're right now the only one, but you definitely have that history. Do you smoke? Drugs, alcohol? No, okay, okay.
Pretty healthy otherwise.
Okay. How about your living situation? Do you live with family? Do you,
No, I'm kind of by myself.
okay. How long have you been by yourself?
For quite a while. 10 years or so, I suppose.
Okay, okay. Do you have family?
I do, but it's, I don't have any kind of support system right now, so.
Okay, okay. Any children?
I have one 10-year-old child.
Okay.
They're with their mother,
Okay.
not in the States.
Oh, so you don't see them frequently. How do you feel about that?
Of course it hurts. It's something I think about.
Sure. Okay. Do you get to have them as any kind of support over the phone?
No, there's not a lot of interaction. Again, we don't have a ton of support that way.
Okay. So when you went through this procedure, what kept you going?
Pretty much to myself. I don't do a whole lot of religious background and not a lot of family support, so
Okay.
just me.
Okay. Have you ever felt down at all, or felt hopeless, or felt that you were not enjoying things the way you used to?
No, just take it one day at a time.
Okay. Do you think that maybe having somebody to talk to would maybe give you a little bit more support? Maybe feel like it would make things a little bit easier to go through all of this, even if it was someone who's been in a similar situation as you?
Yeah, I suppose that's not something I would have really thought about. You just kind of try and go through things on your own and deal with it, but I'm sure support will always help.
Okay, okay. But right now, I mean, you're feeling positive, and
Yeah.
you don't want to hurt yourself. You never thought about ending your life or giving up. Or was retaining fluid in his legs, and I took it on the spin-off as he ended up being back in the hospital due to the swelling, the fluid overload. So I had actually put that for goal 1. The patient will express his feelings about his current state of health to the nurse by discharge from that hospital stay. He's dealing with a lot. His blood pressure was high. He recently had a stent put in. He has, sounds like, little to no support system. He's recently divorced. His son lives in another state where, he very clearly said that he has hardly any contact with his son. He doesn't have the support of his father. His father died right around the same age as where he is now, of heart complications. So that definitely has to be weighing on him. And it just sounds like he doesn't have anybody to talk to. So I think if the nurse can encourage the patient to voice their feelings about their condition, be that ear, just to listen to them and know that they can talk to them, encourage positive coping skills. I think ultimately by allowing this patient to open up to the nurse, it'll overall improve his quality of life. It'll help with healing time. He'll be able to heal faster. He'll feel positive and feel like maybe he has something to live for. My second goal, I put there again with the patient being hospitalized at this point, I put that the patient will discuss his personal feelings about his spiritual beliefs with the nurse by discharge. So during my interview with Mr. James, he mentioned that he has not really been raised with any spirituality. Now that doesn't necessarily mean he doesn't believe in something or have something. He said very clearly, I just take it one day at a time and I just handle it myself. However he said it, I just keep going. But in my research, I found a research article where by Zitab and Adib Hajbagari, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. They said spiritual well-being is important for individuals' health potential, and the experience of illness and hospitalization can threaten optimum achievement of this potential. The spirituality can give your patient a sense of purpose, meaning to their life. When they don't have that, it's they might feel like, what's the point of another day? It's just another day. I have no purpose. So I think by having a nurse be able to, there again, be that ear to listen to, be that trusting person that he can talk to, he maybe can open up about his beliefs a little bit more and what keeps him going. Another study that I found by Abu El Noor, they found that nurses were able to meet the patient's spiritual needs when they spent time just communicating with them and with their family members. Now, Mr. James doesn't necessarily have family members to communicate with, but if she can just, like I said, be there for him to listen to him when he has concerns, or encourage him to open up a little bit more. And then they also found that just by making accommodations to the patient's surroundings. So, say he's in a dark hospital room and he feels more in touch with life when the windows are open or the sun shines in. If there's anything that nurse can do to accommodate that, that should be a step the nurse does to help him spiritually. And then my third goal, again, still in the hospital, I put that the patient will not experience a fall by discharge. Now, we talked about his legs being quite swollen. We clearly saw when he demonstrated his walking that his gait was imbalanced. And he mentioned that at times he stumbles. He said he hasn't fallen, but he said he stumbles at times and feels a little off balance. So definitely because of that fluid overload, he's at risk for falling. So hourly rounding checking in on the patient, making sure he has access to his call light, educating him that when he needs to get out of bed that he should first call for help before getting up. These will all decrease his likelihood of him experiencing a fall while he's in the hospital.